Here is the Lego Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets set from 2021, and I built this a week ago, but I haven't been able to make the video yet. But here you go. This is the biggest set for the wave, or at least biggest play set from the wave that came this summer, and comes with a whole bunch of minifigures, and I think we'll start by looking at those. So first things first, we have this golden Voldemort, and he is just, I think he's the same as the Voldemort we got in the first line of collectible minifigures. And he has his front printed with stars, and in the back it just says 20 years Lego Harry Potter, like on all the rest of them. So this is what he looks like. Then we have this kind of special nearly headless Nick, and he is special in the way that you can see him in the dark, and I think other than that he's very similar to his 2018 appearance where he came in the Great Hall set, and I think the whole torso and the leg printing is the same. The face print is a bit different, and here's the back. Also, he has a double face, and this is a different back printed face from the one we had in that set. So I think this is just a good thing, because I think this one is almost the same, but it's slightly different from how he looked in that set, also with the face here. So yeah, but I like this figure, it's good. Then we have Professor Sinistra, and this is the first time we get her in any Lego set, and she's a named character who appears in the books, but she doesn't have any lines at all, and she's not really much of a character in the books, even though we know about her, and she's the astronomy teacher. They chose to make her black, which, well, it's not specified in the books if she is black or white or anything, so I think that's, like, there's just a good way to make extra representation if you want to do that. So, well, I think that works fine with this character. I mean, they're not retconning anything. So, yeah, good torso print, and this skirt piece has good printing too. And I think one thing about this character is with this dual molded hat and hair combo, as you can see, her face kind of falls in shadow in a lot of lights, so her being dark skinned is something that when she's wearing this kind of a hat, that's maybe a bit of like an inconvenience, but like not a big deal. So yeah, but that's really the only thing. Like, I think it's a good figure, and yeah, nothing wrong with it. No, oh yeah, there is a second face, and she looks a bit extra happy on this side. Then we have Dumbledore, and he's got some very nice printing on his front here. Nothing on the back, except I think he has a bit of printing on the back of his torso. And yes, that's what that looks like. It's yeah, it's his hood and also his face. That's what it looks like. Yeah, basically, he's basically the same, I think, on both sides of his head. If you turn the head like this, yeah, he's got a slight smile, but you don't see that because of the beard, so I think that's kind of lame actually. They could have done what they've done before and maybe had one side with glasses, one without, but yeah, you don't really see much with this beard. Here's Gilderoy Lockhart, and he is good. Another nice torso print with some nice detail, and also some back printing. And I think his face is the same as in the Diagon Alley set, although the torso is different. On that set, he also had this second expression, and so I think the head mold, the head print is the same, but this is a new outfit for him, so the torso is brand new. Then we have this here, Tom Riddle, and this figure is good, I think. A lot of people are saying that he shouldn't be having these light bluish gray pants, but I think it's fine, but yes, not ideal. It would have been better if he had just black legs that were printed in the front instead of this. They could have made him better, but yeah, that's what he looks like. And on the back, angrier face. Here's Justin Finch Fletchley, and he's a nice character to get. This torso is good to have in the Hufflepuff variant, but the face print is one that we've had a bunch of times before, and it appears several times in this set, so I think that's kind of lame. But you can always put in whichever other head you want, so that's what I'll probably do, or will actually have already my own custom Justin Finch Fletchley, just not with this torso. So yeah, but it's good to get that torso in the Hufflepuff variant with a cape. Here's Luna Lovegood with the same face, only you can see she's wearing Ravenclaw robes, and on the back, yeah, same thing with the face and everything. And you can always imagine this being maybe Penelope Clearwater, which would make sense since she's another one that was petrified, at least in the book. Here's Ginny Weasley, and she's also using that same face. Yeah, sorry. I'm not editing this, but yeah, you can see she's just the same. But here's something interesting. We actually do get a nice face print for Colin Creevey, and he's wearing Gryffindor robes that we have had before. So with this one, having a face and a nice hairpiece is, well, it's a very good thing. And Colin Creevey is a character who appeared in the movie also, and that makes him more recognizable than maybe something that, well, they put a bit more effort into making his character look accurate. But yeah, Justin and Luna, well, Luna wasn't in the book or the movie. Justin had a minor role. Here's Harry, and he is just wearing the same face prints as before, but you need a Harry for this set, so that's what we have here. Then these are the accessories that come that I haven't put into the build. So you get a bunch of books. You get the Gryffindor sword. You get Snake. This book has a this has a sticker, so that's nice, or not, if you like it or not. Here's a printed tile that came also in the classroom sets from earlier this year. So this came in Snape's class, the potions classroom. And here's Tom Riddle's diary. And this one also has a tile, but the tile has no print. But this is also a sticker on the front here. Then these are the collectible Chocolate Frog cards that I got with this set. So you get 6. I didn't get any duplicates, although you could have. I could have. Maybe you will. But I did actually get duplicates in the way that I've gotten some of these before. But that's fine. That's how it works. Here we have the Cornish pixies with the wings that kind of look like ears. And you get 2 of these. They're exactly the same. And that's a nice thing. I think maybe it would have been nice to get 3, but we get a whole bunch of things in this set, so not going to complain too much about that. And these are just extra pieces that you get with this set. So there's a whole bunch of tiny pieces. Now to the build. We have a whole bunch of things. I'm going to just wipe this away. Okay. Here's the gate to the Chamber of Secrets. And it's basic little thing. It just swings open like this. And yeah, nothing special. This owl though is kind of special. This owl is a new print. So this is a special type of owl that I think is very nice to get. And in here is a chocolate frog and some owl droppings, I believe. Very nice. Here is the tower section of this one. Here's another owl. I think this is just supposed to be Hedwig. So we've had her before. Here's a little thing so you can fly a broom. And here's a broom and another chocolate frog. Here's the astronomy part of this tower with a nice sticker for a star map or chart. And you get some runes there too. Or yeah, I don't know if those were supposed to be runes, but I think it's funny that they have this up in the upper right corner. There's a Bionicle mask for Tahu, I believe. So if you're into Bionicle, that's a nice Easter egg. Kind of interesting that Lego did that. Here's a crystal ball, I think it's supposed to represent, and yeah, stargazing mechanism. And I think you can just take off this whole thing if you want to do something with that, but I'm going to just leave it on. Here is Lockhart's office. And you can actually, since this is modular, you can just take it off and take a closer look like this. And in here you get a whole bunch of stickers. And let me just focus better. Yeah, there we go. So a few nice prints that I think are based on what we get in the movies. So for example, I think that one up in the right corner, that's from the Diagon Alley scene where Harry had a photograph taken with Lockhart. And also up here on the desk we have his wig, and I'll take this off so you can see it clearly. A signed photo of him flying on a broom like in the movie. So yeah, that's that. Then over here is Lockhart's classroom, and I'll just take this off. And I'll take this off too, because that's convenient. So, another big sticker here, and one down there. And I think the stickers for this set are actually very interesting and good. Like you can tell that they put a lot of effort into making these, and also the fact that they're inspired from the movie is great. Nice little candelabra over here with some candles and a pink frog and some potion. And I think here is just, this is just room for 2 students to sit and listen to him ramble on about himself. And I think this is the base for a cage to put the pixies in, but it's kind of missing the cage part, so kind of wonder what's up with that. Then here we have the slide to the Chamber of Secrets, and to show you this accurately we need to combine this with another set. Oh yeah, down there's a white frog. Okay, there are a whole bunch of bones down on this level, but yeah, okay, without the other set, you just take this piece of rock off and you slide it through the front. You can take any figure. Here's Harry, just he slides right through. But you can also, if you have the Polyjuice Potion Mistake set, put that on top here. You can open up the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets, and you can take Harry and just slide him in this way, and he goes that way. So I think that's nice and good, and they made this work very well, and I have no complaints about this way of doing it. And I think it's fine that this whole bathroom section isn't included with this Chamber of Secrets set, because I'm getting multiples of these, and that's easier when it's separate. I actually already have I have one extra, but I'm getting more because I want more of those figures, and I want to be able to make a mock with a bigger bathroom. But yeah, that's basically it for that whole part of the castle. Here is the actual Great Hall and Chamber of Secrets part of the castle. So another sticker over here, which is good. Here's a nod to the 2001 set with this little orb thing. There was an orb thing up in that one, and that was very nice. Here's a little chess set, some potions. I think this is actually something you also get with the Hogsmeade set, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this is from the Fluffy Encounter set. You get one of those printed heads for a potion. And here we have the Great Hall, and you have some floating candles. You have this podium for Dumbledore to stand in, and fireplace, some tables, and some sticker detail on these breakfast cereals, which is nice. Yeah. And in the bottom here we have the Chamber of Secrets, and I can take this off like this, and this stays, which is kind of weird, but anyway. So here's the Chamber of Secrets, and I think it looks good, but it's kind of funny at the same time. I would have personally preferred if the whole beard was in the dark gray, and or maybe the whole thing was in one color. If it was all in light gray, or well, light bluish gray, or if it was all in dark bluish gray. That would have been nicer, I think. And over here we have some poop. And over here we have some more poop. And I don't know what's up with that, but maybe that's the basilisk leaving a trail behind it. Speaking of the basilisk, that's coming up. So what you do is you take this piece of rock out, and that leaves a hole here. A hole for the basilisk to slither in through. And it looks something like this. So here's the head sticking through, and it's kind of, yeah, it works. You can just stick it through like that, and that's, it works. And here's a look at the basilisk. So I think this is an upgrade. When upgrade to the 2002 version. You have some prints, like a printed eye on each side, and you have a nice slender build for the body. 2002 version had a much bigger head that I guess looked kind of goofy, and this is more accurate to the movie, and looks a bit more intimidating in one way. At the same time, if you open the mouth, although this looks accurate and very I guess appropriate in the way that its proportions are good, I think it's kind of too bad that you can't put in an actual tooth piece that can then get stuck in Harry's arm, which you can do with the old version, with a much bigger head. I mean, these teeth are tiny, but they do actually combine. They do actually give us this little tooth here to be part of that scene where Harry stabs the dyer with a basilisk tooth, and that doesn't really make sense with this scale for the basilisk, but at the same time I think it's good enough, so I think it works. But I'm not too fond of this whole part of it. This is kind of funny looking to me, and I would have preferred if they used fewer of these. Maybe they could have just used one 2x2 round brick. That would have made more sense than having four round 2x2 plates stacked on each other, because it looks kind of weird. Or you could also just take it off. I mean, these are using Technic paints. You could just put these two next to each other. You don't need this middle section, although you can use it, of course. So yeah, but that's the Basilisk, and that's this set. This is what it looks like, and it's good. I think it's fine. Bit expensive, but I'm getting all of them, and that just comes with it. I think all the figures and all the extra new stuff that they had to make for this set does bring up the price a bit, but yeah, it's a bit overpriced still, I think, for a very compact set. I mean, you have a lot of pieces that are just together in a way that, I mean, this is very compact when you compare it to a lot of other Harry Potter sets where it's more they build up high, and then you just it just looks more with fewer pieces, because you have high walls and lots of empty space. But with this modular way of doing it, that kind of limits you in one way, because you have to use the same number of pieces for each floor. I mean, if you have it one way, you need to keep it that way. So this whole Great Hall section, for example, it needs to be this tall. You take off the roof, and this is how tall it is. It looks kind of small, and I think it works. But I'll make a comparison video with the other versions of the Great Hall, and you'll see the contrast between this and what they used to do. And this is using a lot more pieces in a more compact space, and that makes a big difference, I think, with the piece count, and then that brings up the price. So yeah, I think the price is probably technically fair, but at the same time, it's difficult to fully justify it in one way, because, well, we're not used to it being that expensive when it doesn't look as big. And you saw how this was in the beginning of the video. I'm not gonna build it up together right now, but this is a pretty compact castle build, so I'll make another video with that too. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and that I'll see you again. So goodbye.